Hello everyone, this is Meenakshi Dilip Birari, working as an assistant professor in chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasark Samaj, Nasik. Today we are going to discuss effect of temperature on reaction rate and also the derivation of Arrhenius equation. We know that generally on increase of temperature increases the rate of reaction. In homogeneous reactions, the rate becomes doubled or tripled for each 10 degrees Celsius rise of temperature. This increase in the reaction velocity with temperature is sometimes expressed in the form of temperature coefficient. So, generally as temperature increases, the reaction rate also increases. This is because the rate constant or velocity constant K is temperature dependent. The increase in temperature increases the rate of a chemical reaction irrespective of whether it occurs in gaseous phase or in solution. The reason for the increase in the rate lies in the fact that the rate constant increases with increase in temperature. So it is observed that an increase of 10 degrees Celsius in temperature results in a 2 to 4 fold increase in the velocity of a chemical reaction. That means it increases the speed of chemical reaction in a 2 to 4 fold. Since the temperature rarely changes by exactly 10 degrees Celsius, it is better to write the ratio of the constant at any two temperatures by expressing it in terms of temperature coefficient. The increase in the reaction velocity with temperature is sometimes expressed in the form of temperature coefficient. So, temperature coefficient, it is defined as the ratio of rates constants of a reaction at two different temperatures separated by 10 degree Celsius. So, the two temperatures are generally taken as 25 degrees Celsius and 35 degrees Celsius, which differs exactly 10 degrees Celsius. So, temperature coefficient, it is the ratio of rate constant of a reaction at two different temperatures separated by 10 degrees Celsius. K 35 degrees Celsius, rate constant of 35 degrees Celsius divided by rate constant at 25 degrees Celsius. So it is exactly equal to 2 to 3. The value of the temperature coefficient for most of the reactions in close to 2 and in some cases it approaches even 3. So temperature coefficient, it is given as K of 35 degrees Celsius divided by K 25 degrees Celsius, that is rate constant at temperature plus n into 10 divided by rate constant at temperature is equal to gamma raised to n, where n may be positive, negative or fractional, and this is known as want of rule. It is approximate and has been established for reactions in solution which proceed at relatively low temperatures. With the rise of temperature, gamma does not remain constant and it decreases and tends to unity. So the increase in the reaction velocity with temperature, it is expressed in terms of temperature coefficient, and temperature coefficient, it is the ratio of rate constant of a reaction at two different temperatures which are separated by 10 degree Celsius. It is given as rate constant of T plus n into 10 divided by rate constant at T is equal to gamma raised to n, where n may be positive, negative or fractional, and this is known as want of rule. It is approximate and it has been established for reactions in solution. which proceed relatively at lower temperature. With rise of temperature, this value of gamma does not remain constant and it decreases and tends to unity. Let us see one example for the dependence of rate constant on a temperature for this reaction, that is reaction between methyl iodide and sodium ethoxide, that is CH3I plus C2H5ONa give the formation of CH3O C2H5 plus NaI, that is methyl iodide reacts with sodium ethoxide to give ethyl methyl ether plus sodium iodide. If you observe the rate constant at different temperatures for this reaction, at 0 degree Celsius the rate constant value it is 0.56 into 10 raised to minus 4. Then for 6 degree Celsius it becomes 1.18 into 10 raised to minus 4. At 12 degree Celsius that will be 2.45 into 10 raised to minus 4. For 24 degree Celsius it is 10 into 10 raised to minus 4, and for 30 degree Celsius it becomes 20.80 into 10 raised to minus 4. So there is increase in rate constant with increase in temperature. So it shows that the rate constant of reaction increases almost 4 times when the temperature is raised by 10 degree Celsius. So here for 0 degree Celsius there is very less value, 0.56 into 10 raised to minus 4. Then for 12 degree Celsius it is 2.45 into 10 raised to minus 4. Again at 24 degree Celsius it becomes 10 into 10 raised to minus 4. So from this rate constant values we get that the rate constant of reaction increases almost 4 times when the temperature is increased by 12 degree Celsius. So it is the dependence of rate constant on a temperature for the particular reaction, that is methyl iodide plus sodium ethoxide gives ethyl methyl ether plus sodium iodide. This means that in many reactions the rate constant becomes as high as twofold or even threefold as temperature rises by 10 degree Celsius or by 12 degree Celsius. Before the energy of activation we have to study. Arrhenius developed an equation called as Arrhenius equation. So this equation is related with energy of activation and also rate constant. So we have to study first of all energy of activation. What is energy of activation? It is the minimum amount of energy the reactant molecules must acquire before they could react. Energy of activation is the characteristics of the reaction. It has the dimensions of energy and it is different for different reactions, and also that is why different reactions occur with different rates. So the reactions with lower energies of activation are faster at a given temperature than those with higher energies of activation at the same temperature. So this dependence of the rate on energy of activation makes the latter a kinetically important quantity, so that it is observed that the reacting molecules have to acquire a definite amount of energy before they could react. So this definite amount of energy is the energy of activation. So in other words, the energy of activation is the minimum amount of energy the reactant molecules must acquire before they could react. At a given temperature, according to Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law, a definite number of molecules called activated molecules of total molecules in the reaction mixture possesses the energy equal to or greater than the energy of activation. So the only activated molecules are capable of reacting, and in a given reaction the fraction of the total number of molecules that is activated increases rapidly with temperature, and hence the rate of reaction also increases. So the energy of activation, it can be explained by such type of the graph. So here the potential energy on y-axis and reaction coordinates on x-axis. So the reactant molecules, from these few reactant molecules acquires the energy of activation and it goes to the activated state, that is called transition state, and after that the potential energy decreases and few reactant molecules are converted to the product. So that is, only the activated molecules are capable of reacting, and in a given reaction the fraction of the total number of molecules that is activated increases rapidly with temperature, and hence the rate of reaction also increases and the reactant molecules are converted to the products. It is observed that the reactive molecules have to acquire a definite amount of energy before they could react. So that we can define the energy of activation. It is the minimum amount of energy the reactor molecules must acquire before they could react. Again, that is minimum amount of energy required for reaction called as activation energy, which is represented by this symbol, that is EA. Just as a ball cannot get over a hill if it does not roll up the hill with enough energy, a reaction cannot occur unless the molecules possesses sufficient energy to get over the activation energy barrier. So in this you can observe the activation energy, it is nothing but the minimum amount of energy required for the reaction. So if the ball here, it cannot get over a hill if it does not roll up the hill with enough energy, and the reaction cannot occur unless the molecule possesses the sufficient energy to get over the activation energy barrier. So that is nothing but activation energy. In simple terms, the energy of activation is the minimum amount of energy the reactant molecules must acquire before they could react. So the reaction coordinate diagrams, when we observe, it is helpful to visualize the energy changes throughout the process and on a reaction coordinate diagram. We can take the example, that is rearrangement of methyl isonitride. So here the reactant molecules acquire the energy of activation and it goes to the transition state. Here the formation of activated complex which are unstable, and further that are converted into the product. So by observing this diagram you get what is the energy of activation. These are the reactant molecules, potential energy on y-axis, reaction coordinates on x-axis. That reactant molecules acquires the energy of activation and go to the transition state which is called as activated complex, formation of activated complex, and that activated complex or the intermediates are further converted to the final product. So the fraction of the total number of molecules that is activated increases rapidly with temperature, and hence the rate also. By observing this diagram we get the energy of reactants and energy of products. That means, that is here activation energy of reactant and also energy of product. So the change in energy which is represented by delta E. The higher point on the diagram, it shows the transition state, that is activated complex formation. So it is called as a TS, transition state. The species present at the transition state, it is called activated complex. And the energy gap between the reactants and the activated complex, it is called the activation energy barrier. So by observing this reaction coordinate diagram, we get what is transition state, activated complex, and also the activation energy barrier. So what is Arrhenius equation? The Arrhenius developed an equation which is called as the Arrhenius equation. The equation gives variation of the rate constant with temperature. The equation, it is similar to Von Top isochore that gives the variation of equilibrium constant of a reaction with temperature. So the relationship between K, that is rate constant, and energy of activation, it is given by the equation, mathematical relationship given by the Arrhenius equation, that is K is equal to A into E raised to minus EA upon RT, where this A, it is the frequency factor, a number that represents the likelihood that collisions would occur with the proper orientation for reaction. That EA, it is the energy of activation, R, it is the gas constant, and T, it is the temperature in K, and this K, it is the rate constant. So this one is Arrhenius equation. So let us see the derivation of Arrhenius equation. Arrhenius equation can be derived by two methods. Let us see the first method. Consider the reaction. The reactant A give the formation of product B. So for this reaction we can write the rate equation is equal to change in concentration of product divided by time, that is dCB upon dt is equal to K into Ca. So where K is the observed rate constant which increases with temperature. Since the reacting molecules have to acquire a definite amount of energy for reaction, that is called as activation energy. To take place, the above reaction should be written in two consecutive processes. So we can write the two consecutive processes here. The reactant A is converted to product B. So the consecutive processes can be written A plus EA, that is energy of activation. It is in equilibrium with A star, which gives the formation of product B, where A star, it is the activated complex. So the normal reactant molecules acquires the energy of activation and it is converted to the activated complex. So that is A star, and these activated complex reactant molecules are converted to the product, final product. The second assumption made by Arrhenius is that the formation of activated complex is a reversible reaction. So the normal reactant molecules and the formation of activated reactant molecules are in equilibrium, that is a reversible one. The formation of activated complex is a reversible reaction. It is further assumed that the conversion of activated complex to the final product occurs relatively slowly. So here this activated complex are converted to the product, but this formation of or the conversion of activated complex into final product, this will be very slow. The third assumption is that the concentration of activated complex is always low and its formation has no effect on the concentration of original molecules. So the equilibrium constant for the first step of the reaction, which is reversible equation, it can be expressed as Kc is equal to concentration of activated complex divided by concentration of normal reactant molecules, or Ca star is equal to Kc into Ca. So one top isochore can be applied to equilibrium constant Kc in this equation. Here A star is the activated complex and A, it is the normal reactant molecule. So one top isochore can be applied to the equilibrium constant Kc in equation 3. So by this we get d ln Kc divided by dt is equal to Ea upon Rt square. So we can give this equation number 4. The final assumption is that the activated complex once formed is converted to the final product at a velocity which does not depend upon temperature. So according to Arrhenius, role of temperature is to shift the equilibrium between reactant molecules and activated complex. Considering all these assumptions, the rate of formation of products can be written as rate is equal to dCb upon dt is equal to constant C of activated complex A star is equal to constant Kc into Ca. We can give the equation number 5. If we compare this equation 5 with equation 1, we get K is equal to constant into Kc. So this one is the equation number 6. Then ln K is equal to ln constant plus ln Kc. If we differentiate the equation number 7 with respect to the temperature, we get d ln K upon dt is equal to d ln Kc upon dt. So this one is the equation number 8. From equation number 4 and this equation number 8, we get d ln K upon dt is equal to Ea upon Rt square. So this one is the equation number 9. So this is the differential form of Arrhenius equation, that is d ln K upon dt is equal to Ea upon Rt square, where Ea has the dimensions of energy per mole and is the heat of formation of 1 mole of activated complex according to the equation number 4. The second derivation, it is based upon Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law. If NEA molecules per unit volume out of the total number of molecules per unit volume NT possess the energy Ea at a given temperature T, then by using the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law, we have NEA upon NT is equal to e raised to minus Ea upon RT. Again, the same we can write NEA is equal to NT into e raised to minus Ea upon RT. Now only NEA molecules are capable of reacting, hence we can write the rate of the reaction is equal to A into NEA, where A is the proportionality constant. This A, it is the proportionality constant, or it is the frequency factor. Proportionality constant are also called as frequency factor or Arrhenius constant. A, it is the frequency factor, proportionality constant or Arrhenius constant. Then substituting NEA from equation 10 in equation 11, we get rate of reaction is equal to A into NT into e raised to minus Ea upon RT. So that this one is the equation number 12. Since NT is the number of molecules per unit volume, it is obviously the concentration C of the reactant. Hence, the above equation now becomes rate of reaction is equal to A into C into E raised to minus EA upon RT. So it is also the rate of reaction is replaced to C by the relation. Therefore, rate of reaction is equal to K into C. So by comparing the equation number 13 and this equation number 14, we get K is equal to A into E raised to minus EA upon RT. So the equation number 15, that is K is equal to A into E raised to minus EA upon RT, called as exponential form of Arrhenius equation. It is the integrated form of Arrhenius equation. In this equation, as temperature is involved in the exponent, there will be rapid increase in rate constant K by small increase in temperature. Thus, tremendous increase in the rate constant and rate of reaction by small increase in temperature is explained by using this exponential form of Arrhenius equation. So, we have studied the differential form of Arrhenius equation and also the exponential form of Arrhenius equation. Also, we have studied the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution. So, what is that Maxwell-Boltzmann distributions? So, the temperature, it is defined as the measure of the average kinetic energy of the molecules in a sample. So, it can be explained by using this graph. So, minimum energy which is needed for the reaction called as activation energy. At any temperature, there is a wide distribution of kinetic energies. As the temperature increases, the curve flattens and broadens. Thus, at higher temperatures, a large population of molecules has higher energy. If this dotted line represents the activation energy, then as the temperature increases, so does the fraction of molecules that can overcome the activation energy barrier. So we know that the fraction of total number of molecules that is activated increases rapidly with temperature, and hence the rate of reaction also increases. So the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law is also related with that energy of activation. The energy of activation, it is nothing but the minimum amount of energy the reactant molecules must acquire before they could react. So the temperature increases, the curve flattens and broadens. Thus at higher temperature, a larger population of molecules has higher energy. So here the minimum energy needed for a reaction, that is activation energy, which is represented by this dotted line. Then as the temperature increases, that will overcome the fraction of molecules that can overcome the activation energy barrier. As a result, the reaction rate also increases by using the temperature and energy of activation. So in today's lecture, we have studied the temperature dependence on reaction rate and also the derivation of Arrhenius equation, exponential form of Arrhenius equation, differential form of Arrhenius equation, Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law. Thank you.